Do you want to boost your profits and make your business stand out? I'm Caroline, and I want to invite you to MyMenu.VIP, an online tool that allows you to manage your restaurant or bar in a simple and effective way. I'm sure you'd like to know more about it. I invite you to click and visit our application and watch the following video where my partner will explain how to use our application.
Hello, let's go through our online application. What is an online application or SaaS? SaaS stands for Software as a Service. It is simply a cloud-based application, similar to your email. This gives the advantage of not needing to install any software or download anything to your device. The software runs in the cloud, offering many benefits. In this manual, we will go through the most frequent options of our software, MyMenu.VIP, which is specially designed for restaurant and bar owners. The first step we will see is the login page, where you can use your Facebook or Google account, or your corporate mail. In this example, we will use corporate mail. After registration, we will receive a verification mail. It is important to verify the email address. We will receive a link for verification, but if you are using a mail that does not allow you to click on the link, you can use copy and paste. Okay, now we are inside. The first thing we need to do is set up our account in the account settings. One of the most important things to keep in this area is the currency because it will affect your prices and billings. We can choose from several options, but for this case, we will use US dollars. If you forget this step, no problem because you can always come back to the account settings and modify the currency. Another important point here is the menu language. Currently, we only support 2 languages in the menu, but we are working on adding more languages. Another section is the menu layouts. And finally, the billing details. Here, you can also change your password. Okay, now we are going to start creating the first restaurant. In this case, we will create a restaurant called LA Food and Gastro. After entering the name, we are going to create the slug. The slug will be the name of your restaurant, as it will appear in the browser bar. This name cannot have spaces, so you can write the name without spaces, or if you really need to put a space, you can use a middle bar. The restaurant subtitle will be a short description of your restaurant, where you can add value to your bar or restaurant. In this case, we will use Food and Gastro Fusion. In the restaurant timing, you can enter your opening hours. Now, in the restaurant description, we will have the possibility to create a description for your restaurant. At this point, you can see that the interface is very easy and intuitive. In the restaurant location, you will be able to introduce the address of your restaurant, which will be compatible with Google Maps. In the restaurant image, you can upload your logo, and in the restaurant cover image, you can upload a cover for your website and other interesting options. We will see this area in more detail later. My recommendation is to save before continuing. After saving, we are going to upload the restaurant image and the restaurant cover image. Okay, ready. Here, we can see more options available only in the silver or gold packages. Options like call to waiter, and allow on table order, where we can enable the option for customers to order directly from their table. Other options include allow takeaway, and another interesting option, allow delivery order, where we can add a delivery charge. And finally, send order notification, where in the admin panel, we will receive a pop-up with the new order and an email with the order details. Okay, now we are going to see the menu area. Here, there are many different ways to manage, but we recommend these 2 ways. We will press the button Add Category. The first one, Create a Menu. You can see the following buttons with different options. Edit Category. Delete category. Add to menu. Add subcategory. We are going to add a new item to the menu. First of all, we will introduce the item title. We can write an item description, add the price, and indicate whether the item is vegan or not. Finally, we can add an image and mark if the item is available or not. This is a live option and we can manage it from the admin panel in case we run out of a product temporarily. Now we are going to add a subcategory, for example, mains. Inside mains, we will add all the product information for salads. In this case, we will add an avocado salad. We will provide a short description, the price, and whether it is vegan or not. We can also inform you about allergens. And we will add the image. We are going to add another subcategory, pasta. Inside of pasta, we will introduce the item spaghetti carbonara with its name, description, and options for price and image. Now for another subcategory, dessert. Here, we are going to introduce ice cream with all the description, price, image, and other options. Now for another subcategory, dessert. Here, we are going to introduce ice cream with all the description, price, image, and other options. Okay, now we have the menu, but imagine your restaurant has a pizza option. Then we can add a new category called pizza, and inside of pizza we can introduce the different items the same way we did before with the other items. But in this case, we want to introduce some variants to the product. Inside the item menu, we have the option to add variants. We will see how it works. First, we can take the variant options. In this case, we will use size and we will introduce the different variants separated by commas. That point is very important so you can see the variants inside the variants section. Now in variants, we can introduce the different variants and the price for each variant, as you can see in the demo. And finally, we can add some extras. In this case, we want to add some extra cheese to the item. Okay, now the menu is ready. It's time to see everything we did. We can go to the restaurant section, and by touching the button Live Preview, we will be able to see the customer screen interface. Nice, we can see, as we mentioned before, the logo, the background, work time, and image, and the location link. This will open Google Maps directly. Now we are going to take a look at the menu items. In this template, we can see the menu items with their prices and warning about allergens. We can also add items to the cart, and when you select pizza, we can make a selection between the different variants and the possibility to add some extras. Now, emulating the customer view, we can check the order and select between the different options like ordering type, on the table, or for delivery. In case the customer opts for delivery, they will need to fill in their name, phone, address for delivery, and any message they want to share with us. Okay, let's send the order. Now in our admin panel, in the orders section, we can view the orders we have in real time. And here we can see the order. Print the order. Delete the order, or mark the order as completed. Nice. Now we are going to see another area like membership, where we can see the plan we are holding at that moment. And now we have arrived at the QR section. Here, we have a bunch of different options to personalize and edit our QR code, including putting your logo on the QR. We also have the possibility, obviously, to download and print the QR code, or share it. We also offer some cool templates that you can download to send to a designer, or you can design it yourself in Photoshop to print and share. At this point, you can see that MyMenu is not just an application where you can show your QR code. It is much more than that. Now we are going to see the transactions section, where you can see your transaction history. And the dashboard, where you can see in real time the number of scans and orders. Don't forget, you can personalize your template and see the final result inside the restaurant section and in live preview. At this moment, we are going to do a menu scan, which you can see on your dashboard. And that's everything. Thank you very much for watching our video demonstration, and if you have any questions or doubts, don't hesitate to contact us.